Welcome
to the Unboxed
Creative.
Hi guys, and thank you for joining me on the Unboxed Creative. My name is Chris Carlton, and I had a very interesting conversation a few days ago with a friend of mine, Carlton Rand. Carlton is a creative and is currently working on some very interesting and creative projects. And it was really, really good to talk to him to kind of get his background and, kind of what he's working on and where he wants to see these projects go. I'm really excited to bring to you guys this interview. It was fun. We had a great time. I mean, I really was inspired after doing this. It was my first interview and his, so it's very rough and probably choppy, but it really kind of opened my eyes to how I can do this and even how I can make it better for the next time. So guys, with just one thing, just to let you guys know that Miller Lite and Dos Equis are not, I repeat, are not affiliated with this podcast, and I do not endorse them, or they don't endorse me, I guess. So just letting you guys know that out of the bat. And without any further ado, here's the interview. I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, my name is Chris, and today on the Unboxed Creative, I have in studio, aka my dining room, Carlton Rand. Carlton, how are you doing today?
Oh, hey. Actually, I'm doing pretty good today. I'm doing really good. I can't complain.
Good. Well, are you ready to do this podcast?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Well, today is kind of the second podcast. I did release a first one, but it's the first official podcast. And we're just going to kind of go with it. Like I said, I've got Carlton here, and we're sitting here drinking beer. Carlton, how's your beer?
Oh, man, it's really amazing. I love Miller Lite. Love it with a passion.
Yeah. I'm not a Miller Lite fan, but I do like Dos Equis, so I'm sitting here drinking a Dos Equis. So, I'm not going to edit that out, that slurp. But anyway, Carlton is a personal friend of mine. We've worked together, and he's got some projects and things going on. But I'm just today. I'm just trying to, as I say, like 100 times. There's gonna be like a drinking game. But anyway, so Carlton, I'm just curious. I mean, I've heard a little bit of your background and kind of that, but not a lot. But if you want to go ahead and just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're from, kind of. And that kind of stuff.
Oh, yes. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. Came down here at the age of 12. Now, when I came down here, I didn't like it because Yankees, we tend to judge country people a lot. We really do. And when I was telling everybody, yeah, I'm coming to Texas, I'm going to Texas, people was like, man, you got to ride a horse, when you get to go to school. And I'm like, I know, I don't want to do that. But coming to Texas was it was a real experience for me, like, and a better experience because where I'm from, there's a lot of gang violence, there's a lot of gangbang, there's a lot of, prostitutes. I mean, things you can imagine, the stuff that goes on in New York City or even Chicago, it's in Buffalo, believe it or not. But
right.
I was lucky to get away from that because my mama wanted better lives for us. So coming here was a struggle. I mean, I was in between my brother. No, actually, I wasn't in between. I was on the left side, and my brother's fat as he can be. Oh my gosh, and my other brother is pretty big too. And that's me being the skinny one. And oh my gosh, driving with my uncle and all of my brothers and sisters, 22 hours. It took us literally 2 days to drive all our stuff here.
Wow.
And man, I'm telling you, that was torture. But it was good seeing a lot of the cities because the only two places I ever traveled while I was in New York was Canada and Ohio. We went to Cedar Point. But when we was traveling, going from New York to Texas, I saw a lot of places, and it was pretty dope. But like I was saying, going there, it was hot. It was all sweaty. I had nothing but shorts on, literally. I mean, it got bad enough where I had to freaking take off my shorts, be in some underwears. You know what I'm saying? So if you smelled a little something, that's just. I had to whatever.
We're all about keeping it real here, so whatever you want to say.
But while we came here, I still tried to hold back my roots. Try to act hard because I'm from New York, nobody can mess with me, and it really didn't turn out really good because I was homesick. I really was for a while. Actually, it was not a lot of people noticed, but when I was in Texas, I was homesick for like 4 to 5 to 6 years. I didn't get used to Texas until about my 7th year being here, and I hated it.
So, how long have you been here now?
I've been here it's going to be 10 years in September.
Okay. So that would be.
Yeah, I came here.
Okay.
I came here in 2004.
Figure that out. Okay. 2004. So like you said, you said you've been to other places, Ohio, Canada. How was Canada, and what did you do up there?
Oh man, let me tell you, the bacon is amazing. We actually
Canadian bacon, I'm assuming.
Canadian bacon, yes, Canadian bacon is very amazing. My mom wanted us. She wanted to take her family. She wanted to take us out of state, like out of the country, for once to say that, hey, we've been to Canada or,
Right.
I loved Canada because I literally felt like an adult. I was about, I wanted to say 10, 11. I think I was 11.
Okay.
And, in America, they have the kid size.
Drinks?
Kid-sized drinks, meals when you go to restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Their kids' meals was literally like adults.
Really?
Yeah. So say if you go to Denny's and you order the kids' meal, you only get 1 piece of bacon. Well, I got 2 pieces of bacon in Canada, so that was pretty good for me. And they gave you these big cups, and I'm like, man, I feel like an adult here, man. I wish we could stay.
Yeah.
But all my life, I always wanted to grow up and just like be an adult because I hated being treated like a kid when I was little. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That was one of the struggles I used to struggle with. But, now that I am an adult, I'm like, man, I want to be a kid again. After being an adult.
Yeah. A lot of responsibilities.
Very.
Anyway. So you moved down to Texas and you said, you didn't take it well. Like, what was something, like you said, obviously it's, it's a different type of culture. I grew up in Mississippi, so even from Mississippi to here, it's, a different, oh, wait. Okay, anyway, I lived in Mississippi pretty much all my life, and so, I was from Indiana, so I moved. I'm not trying to, interrupt your story, but I am interrupting it. But it's just a different culture like here. So what were some things like I know you said homesick. What were you homesick of? Like what did you miss about it?
The pizza. I really missed the pizza. I missed my friends. I missed my family. I missed going into the city. That was literally one of the favorite parts. Riding the subway, the bus. I missed going. I missed my church. I really missed my church because we used to do a lot of church activities. It was so many things, man. So many things that was just so fun up there. That
Right.
when I went down here, not saying that it wasn't fun, but
Right.
it was better to explore and better to do a lot of things that you couldn't do really in Texas. But pizza, pizza is really one of the things I miss because pizza used to be one of my favorite foods to eat until I came to Texas. I'm like, man, this is nasty, man. This tastes like cardboard.
Yeah.
So I don't really eat pizza like I used to.
Okay. So have you found a pizza place here that it will satisfy your needs?
No, never.
Okay.
No. I mean, this is one place in Fort Worth. It's called Buffalo Brothers, and
Okay.
they're actually from Buffalo, New York. But the best pizza is in the hood. Like they can't. Nah, it's close, but it's not that close. So,
Gotcha.
like I tell people, if y'all want to eat, go into the hood. I mean, you may get a couple bullets in your tires or car, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So, you came here. So, like, who all came in from your family? Did you come with just your mom or actually, I don't even know how many siblings you have. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters, and that's including me, so it's 6 of us all together.
Okay. Is that from? Are you guys all? Is it any step siblings or just is it?
I mean,
you just call each other brother and sister.
well, we all, because we, like I said, we came from my mom, so we consider, and plus, most of us, we all look alike anyway, so
I gotcha.
ain't like we just be like, yeah, that's my stepbrother now. That's my brother, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we,
I mean, I have like kind of sort of step cousin, not really, but they're not from my uncle. So because my uncle married into a family. She already had 3 girls, so yeah, I don't know. I would call them. I don't know. I would just say I didn't say they weren't my real cousins, but it was just I don't know. I didn't know what to call them. So, but anyway, so you moved down here with your mom and your siblings, like all of them, or some of them up there?
No, all of them. Besides, I don't know if I have any on my dad's side. But I know for sure it was, my brothers, my sisters. And it's funny because we was the type of family that all my cousins and whatever go to. Like, always wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
Like, we was that family. Because...
so everybody wanted to come to you?
Yeah, everybody always wanted to come to us.
Why?
And
Why was that?
Because we was... Well, first of all, it was more of us. Well, not just more of us, but we will all hang with each other. Like if we was in a house, we'll have fun. We'll just we'll bring certain types of entertainment that none of the family members had, and we was always loving and caring. Like we always accept you in. So, like if like one of our cousins was like mad or was mad at their parents or something happened, they would come to us, and cry to my mom. And I always felt that connection because, like, literally, we was, we always, literally always used to gather in a family member. If they needed to stay, we'll let them stay for how long. I used to hate it. Man, I used to hate it because then they'd try to give us rules and ish. But It was
Your mom
nice.
would give him rules?
No, because my mom was always gone. Like she was either always working or somewhere else.
Okay.
But and then who will watch us is like our cousins or aunt, whoever came to stay.
Oh, they would try to instill rule or tell you to you have to do this or that or whatever.
But it was pretty tight because one of my cousins, Leona, she would let us watch like it was like boobies on the show. She let me watch it, so I was like, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool, and plus she was a good cook. But and still today, we're that family that everybody always wanted to come to our house.
Yeah.
Everybody always wanted to hang with us, wanted to chill with us because we was cool ass people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we still hold that reputation with the family because like my uncle's coming down here and he said he'd rather just spend it with us than the family that's in Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
that's cool. That's awesome. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to share about your background or whatever, but I know that you've got some projects that you've told me some of the things, but I don't really know what you're working on now, but I think it would be cool to like tell like what you're working on. I mean, you don't have to be like specific per se, but just what are some things that you're doing right now as far as I didn't want to jump necessarily from the background, but I mean, if you want to say something else, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I got you.
But I just wanted to kind of go into the next thing that I was thinking we'd talk about, and just kind of like projects you're working on, things you're doing in your life. You can talk about in your life.
Actually, I'm working on a cartoon, and it's hard to explain what I'm inspired by from doing it, but it's a
Did you grow up watching a lot of like cartoons?
Yes, actually. Oh my gosh.
And were you like
yes.
Not to interrupt you, but to interrupt you, did you read a lot of comics or is it mainly just like cartoons that
actually
you
comics. I mean, I didn't read.
I didn't read comics. I have a few that I collected, but I honestly I probably read like 2 or 3 of them at the most.
Me too.
I like to keep them because I thought that they would become worth big bucks. I've got like Star Wars and Indiana Jones, whatever. X-Men, I think I've got a couple of those. But anyway, go ahead. So you watched a lot of cartoons. What do you want to say what you watched? Or
oh my gosh, I like literally when I was little, I would one of my 2 hobbies was watching cartoons and playing video games. And I guess you could say playing outside, but if I wasn't outside, I was literally playing video games and watching cartoons.
Yeah.
I would literally catch if I like a cartoon, I would literally catch every episode there was. Every episode.
Right.
And there's 30 to probably 40 different cartoons that I've seen almost every episode of.
Wow.
And me and my brother would literally watch these cartoons. Something that people don't know, like I never told anybody this, but I used to when I was little, I was very creative. Like when it came to creating superheroes, very creative. So what I would do is I would create a story in my mind, and like I would have like 12 to 13 heroes, and I would literally think of suits of like elemental powers of like fire, and I literally had like 10 different, because I would when I did it, I would make them evolve. So every time they evolve, they get a different suit, and I literally made, and they was very brilliant. I mean, it's not something that you would see or read or watch, but it was something that I came up with, and I would act it out. I would literally act it out.
So how old were you when you would do this?
I probably was like, I started doing that when I was 4, actually.
Really?
When I was 4 years old.
So you would like start thinking about that. Did you like draw? So you like drew these things?
I never drew it. That's the one thing I couldn't draw.
So did you write stuff down that you could write?
Never write it down. The only thing I would do is doodle. Like, I would use all my creative mind just to create up something like Power Rangers.
Yeah. Orange
and purple Power Ranger. I think I was the first one to make an orange Power Ranger, but I don't know.
I don't know. I watched. I know of the first whatever, not season, but whatever the first Power Rangers were. But because my brother watched them, but I don't remember the orange one. But anyway. So you would watch, these cartoons, and then that's kind of what inspired you to create these stories.
To create these stories.
So
in my
mind.
What
were some 3 of the top shows that you would say were inspiring to you when you were a kid that you can think of? I mean,
I know Ed, Edd n Eddy. That was one. Oh man, it's so many. It's really hard because so many shows inspired me. I mean, it was more of, I think it was Marvel and DC that inspired me. But
So what did you watch from that?
From Marvel and DC?
Yeah.
Oh man, I watched Batman. I watched X-Men, Spider-Man, Superman, whatever DC that was on, whatever. I would just watch it. Me and my brother. I mean. I would also. It was weird because I would watch old school shows too, and I think about it now. I'm like, why did I watch that? I don't understand. I would watch I Love Lucy. I would watch Happy Days.
Yeah, I watch those.
I would watch Bewitched. Yeah, because for some reason the Bewitched, I love the connection, the love scenes. I was always into love scenes, like not really love scenes, but affectionate love.
Yeah.
Relationships.
I understand what you're saying. Kind of like, romantic.
Yeah, romantic comedy. I was always fascinated by that. That was one of the things that really sparked me.
Yeah.
When I was watching. I don't know why. I can't explain why.
You just like the interaction between
I like the interaction between two people.
Two people or
the opposite sex. Yeah. I love the interaction, and when I was little, I would literally find shows and what made me sometimes what made me keep watching it was because them two's finna get together. And I was like, oh snap! I mean, I would watch Wonder Years.
Yeah,
I would watch. Oh my gosh, Wonder, and actually, she was my first TV crush. The girl that.
Oh, the girl.
Yes.
I think. I remember watching it, and she was one of my first.
Yeah, she was my. I was like 3-4 years old watching that show.
Damn.
She was my first crush. I used to always love to watch her, but
she was actually I think on some TV show I was watching recently. I think it was on that How I Met Your Mother show. I think she was.
What was she?
She was. I mean, she was like one of the girlfriends of one of the guys for one episode. But anyway, that's the last thing I remember. But anyway,
when I was but yeah, I was. I mean, I don't know. I just affection really inspires me with a lot. Like when I'm connected with somebody, like it can either be through like a friendship or like I literally try my best to keep that friendship. I try to even if I have to change to keep that friendship, and if it's not working, then it's not working.
Right.
And I do blame TV for that because I was watching TV really gave me a really good creative mind to think about stuff and to change and to really explore different stuff, but explore in a way, but not being stupid about it. You know what I'm saying? But controlling your creative mind. what I'm saying, like, because curiosity killed the cat. So you know what I'm saying. I didn't sit up there and wanted to try everything because I knew, you know, what can get me in trouble and all that other stuff.
Right. So kind of like a moral.
Yeah, moral. Or, yeah.
Like they would, you know, you'd see these people doing things, and sometimes it was good, and sometimes it wasn't, and you'd see the outcomes of those, and so you would kind of base what you thought about that from that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. I think that's very true, and that's kind of scary too, in the sense that you know, there's a lot of. I'm not like against violence per se in TV, but I was talking the other day about demon possession with my wife or whatever, and I don't know. We were talking about, because you know Robin Williams just passed away or whatever.
Yeah.
She sent me this article, or this link to this article about how he said something about, or somebody said that he said something about he was demon possessed or something. I don't know, and that's why he drank or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the full details, so I don't want to really get into it. But what was I trying to say? We were talking about
like what affects you in life.
Yeah, I guess the, you know, looking at stuff on TV, how it affects you, and it can be for good or for bad. You know, I think though it's kind of funny in America that it's just like, you know, there's so many like violent TV shows, but yet, you know, the sex part is kind of frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go over to like Europe or something, and you know, they are kind of like whatever about the sexual situations, and then like the violence though they're very much against, and it's just kind of. I think you have to kind of, that has to be kind of in moderation or something. I don't know. And like how it's portrayed, I think is a big part of it too. Sorry, I'm kind of boring myself.
No, you good. You good. It happens.
But anyway, so you're working on this cartoon, right? And so you've kind of been inspired by, you know, obviously like TV and stuff.
Yes.
Did you read books as a kid, or were there any other ways that you kind of that inspired you, whether it was like life situations or whatever that inspired you to be creative? Not necessarily books, but just anything in life, just whatever.
I didn't really read books because
I didn't read books. Not many.
I just couldn't get.
I can't read good.
Well, actually, I can read perfectly.
I really am. I'm a slow reader.
I'm a very fast reader, and actually, I taught myself how to read.
Really?
Yeah, I really did. And inspire. Well, actually, I wasn't. I was always inspired to create things in my mind. Always inspired, but when it came to writing them down. Actually, I got inspired by, you know, Andrew, actually. Because he was he really tests my my knowledge of IQ, and he made me, the stuff he used to tell me, he made me think a lot. And and I used to always think, like, when he told me his stories, like, man, this is a very creative mind. So if somebody ever say, like, who inspired you to write? I'd be like, well, it's a guy named Andrew. I don't know his last name. But,
yeah, well, probably if we did, we probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to, I'm not saying that you're saying anything bad.
Just,
you know, I think it's good to be somewhat confidential.
But he
putting stuff on the
air. He inspired me to write, but he didn't inspire me to be creative. Okay. That's two different things.
Okay.
And to be honest, when I'm creative, I can't I can't just come up with stuff just out of my head like that. Like it has to be, I mean, I can. It's not something that I think about. Like if I think about, oh, okay, what can I do? I can't do it. It's going to take me forever.
Yeah.
Like it naturally comes. Like it's as if like somebody's just throwing ideas at my head, and then I get them. But if they stop throwing them, I don't get the ideas. I'm like, damn, man, what can I do? And then I overthink, and then when I write, it becomes stupid. Like the stuff that I wrote for my book, like literally, I did not. Like people be like, man, that's a good story. Like, man, you probably it seemed like you took time to write that. I'm like, no, actually, it literally only took minutes to think about all the story. Like literally just minutes.
Yeah.
Because it was like something was just telling me.
It just came to you, kind of.
It just came to me as if like you received the letter and somebody's reading it to you, reading you information. Yeah, it is.
I don't understand that because that doesn't happen to me.
Really? Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
I mean,
no,
I can't. I shouldn't say that. It does, but it's. I mean, the more I try to think about something, the less it happens. But I think what you were saying was like you weren't thinking about it, but then it was like everything was starting to come to you, right?
Yes.
Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So like, okay. So that's kind of your process, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, it even happens even when I'm rapping. Like the only way I can come up with a good like lyrical verse where people can be like, "Wow, how did you make that?" I have to be influenced. I have to have this feeling where I have to listen to like one of my favorite rappers. He raps, and then I get so influenced that it literally just comes. I can't put a simile together just by thinking about it. Like, I suck. Like even with the jokes that I make, if I think about it, they're gonna be whack. They have to just naturally come. Yeah. And sometimes I mess up because I can't
You're thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too much. And when I do it, I'd be like, hey, look at the shorts on you. They look like, and I'm like, oh, God damn it, I messed up. So I sometimes redirect myself a lot because stuff just has to come to me. Like it literally has to come to me. I have to be influenced in order to get a good idea. If I'm not influenced, I won't have a good idea, like at all. And I can be influenced by just somebody being mean to me, somebody, being rude. I mean, just like that. Yeah. And then I just come up with the idea, and I'm like, hey, got it.
That's interesting.
But usually when I'm influenced, it has to be something going on, and I can feel it. Like I can literally feel me being influenced. I can feel it, and then I can just be like, oh, like I remember when I used to rap, man. Like if I wasn't influenced, I would suck. I'd be like, yeah. Chains and dames, fire and capsules.
Right.
Were But when I was influenced, I can literally make a whole verse.
Yeah.
And not even think about it.
I kind of understand what you're saying now because at first I wasn't like really understanding, but when you were saying you were influenced, like sometimes I'll listen to something, whatever, and just whatever. I usually listen to like singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
But anyway, like sometimes that like listening to that and then I'll just like think about a verse and I'll just like start writing it down. I'll be like, that's pretty cool. But then usually the next day I'm like, that doesn't sound that great.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
And so then nothing ever gets done. But anyway, so pretty much your inspiration and your influence for writing is like just kind of like from everyday type stuff that happens, right?
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people, or maybe I don't know, maybe not, but I think a lot of like people that write, I think that's pretty much what they do. They take from what their experiences are, right?
Yes.
I mean, for the most part. I mean, there may be like fantasy where it's like this would never happen.
But, yeah.
but they take those situations and they can still use that in that type of genre, even if it's not real.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Also, it's funny. The reason why I tell people all the time, they be like, "You're a writer." I'm like, "Yeah, but I hate to write. I hate it because reason why I don't write lyrics or I don't like to write my stories down because when I do write it down, I always think of something else I can say better, and I always be like, "Oh no, this ain't good enough."
Yeah, but I think that's normal in a sense. I think you're gonna write something, or for me, like I'm gonna take a photograph and I can like see it in my mind, and then I take the picture and I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably cool. And then like a few days later, I look at it and I'm like, what was I thinking? Why did I take that? Whatever. That might be a little different, but that's still like kind of the creative process. But anyway, I don't know what we're talking about.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's the second. So you're working on your cartoon.
Yes.
And how is that going? Like, I mean, I know you kind of said you were working on it, but like, how is that going? And what? But anyway, go ahead.
It's going good. Actually, I got my book back from this lady that helped me edit it, and I'm gonna have my friend. We're gonna go in the library and literally work on it. Like, we're gonna work on this because I want it out before next year. And I learned that, people that doesn't see what you see it's not gonna work as hard as you. Like, if they don't see the dream happening, they're not gonna work as hard as you. It's like saying you're getting two blind people together and trying to see a freaking mountain. Like, the other blind person say, "I can see a mountain." No, how you gonna sit up there and get two blind people together and march? And they probably gonna fall in the ditch. You know what I'm saying? So,
or fall to their death.
Or fall to their death. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
That's not funny, but yeah.
No, it's not. But you can't.
But it kind of is.
You can't get two people that has different opinions about something, because it would never accumulate to what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it would never happen the way, because you dream, you thinking about big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
you're thinking about your project and how you want it to go
and how successful you want it. Not as much as you want it controlled, but how successful. But the other person can't see it. Remember, I said it's just like you having a blind friend and you saying, "Look, I can see the mountain," but your other friend is blind; he can't see it.
Right.
So what can you do with him? There's only so much you can do.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I think that those other senses, like, I think that they can sense that.
Sense that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mean like they can see it, because I have heard of actual people that are photographers that are blind.
Oh no, yeah.
And I honestly, I don't understand it. That would be awesome to like have somebody like kind of tell me how that works, because that just seems like so weird to me. Not like in a bad way, but I don't understand it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I mean in like blind as a, not like literally can't see, but I mean like as in a metaphor that's saying that they can't see what you can see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't see past it being what you want it to become. And
right.
That's what
I got you.
That's what this one.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but I was just throwing that.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. But this one guy told me, he was like, you can get a group of 5 people, the best writers, the best freaking everything. They can be the best everything you can possibly be, but if they can't see what you see as it being success, it's not gonna matter.
Right.
You know,
and it's not to say that they can't have different opinions about it or see something else that maybe you didn't think about, but it's the fact that they're not on the same level as you.
Yeah.
Not that their level is bad, but just that they don't see the world or what you want to do the same way. So I don't know where it's going. Oh man, this is gonna be like the lowest podcast ever.
No, it's cool. It happens.
No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good because I've got a great guest on today, Carlton Rand. It's actually been pretty good. I've enjoyed you talking about because I didn't know all this stuff about you, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and helping me out with this because it's been awesome. I guess I don't know if you want to say anything more about what you're working on or whatever. Is there anything else?
Yeah, actually, I'm
or like what is? Go ahead. Sorry.
I want this out by next year. I want to be able to do something with it. And be honest with you, what holds me back is the decisions that I make. Like that's what holds me back because I feel that if I'm doing this, how I'm gonna be able to focus on this. You know, like the stuff that's in my life, the stuff that I know that is wrong that I do, it holds me back a lot.
Yeah,
and that's one of my biggest challenges. That's today. I mean, it can be anything, like anything that I know that's wrong and that I do, it holds me back literally, and it's been like this ever since I was little.
Wait, so maybe I'm not like understanding exactly, but like I'm not asking you to like tell me necessarily what. It is. But what?
What do I mean?
What is something? What is one thing? You don't have to tell me like deep dark weird.
Yeah,
we're not like getting skeletons out of a closet or anything because we all have them. But what's one thing that kind of like holds you back? Because I kind of understand what you're saying because there's a lot of stuff that that's in my life that I feel like that kind of that holds me back, and it's because of me. It's not because of like other people. Although sometimes I like to blame other people, or I like to think that I blame other people, and then I'm like, well, it's because of this situation or this happening that I can't do this. And honestly, this podcast too, it's been just for a second. Doing this podcast, I thought, I have to have all the right equipment and, I have to have these microphones and blah, 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 which they're not expensive, but, what was I trying to say? Man, I just sounded like my dad there. Hi, Dad. How you doing? I doubt he'll listen to this, but maybe. But anyway, what I was trying to say is like I try to when I'm doing or when I want to do something, I blame other people, I guess, or other things. Yeah, okay. So guys, we're gonna take a break here. Actually, we're not gonna take a break. I'm just gonna talk because Carlton has left the room for a second, and we're just going to talk about the podcast, kind of what I want to do with this. I want to have quality, guests on here, and Carlton, has been amazing, like showing us, kind of how he, kind of inspiring me, especially like how to think and how to go about doing things, and I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Honestly, this is going to be something that's going to be hard for me to listen to if I ever listen to this again. But I appreciate you guys listening, and if you guys have any feedback or anything to add to, what you would like to see in this podcast, that'd be amazing. I mean, I would totally appreciate it, and I'm gonna try and get this on iTunes as soon as possible. But I will have it on the Podbean account. It's www. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but it's the unboxedcreative.podbean.com. And this will be up as soon as I can get it, probably within the next day or two, because I'm going to start and doing these podcasts and hopefully doing them. I'm going to say at least once a month, and that's what I'm going to hold myself to. It would be nice to do it, every other week or every week, but I'm going to hold myself to doing at least one a month. So if you guys like this, you can go to iTunes as soon as I get it up, and give us a rating and give us just a comment, and hopefully we can get this thing going. But anyway, so Carlton, you are back officially, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, I had to go water the plant right quick.
Yeah. No, I completely understand. But anyway, I guess is there anything else that you wanted to say about your projects or anything?
Yes. This project is one of the reasons I really wanted to do this was to help people out, because I figured stuff I go through I would hate for other people to go through, so I would give them like certain stuff to avoid, so they won't have to. At least go through what the things that I've been through. Right. Not saying that I've been through everything, but at least, and not saying that they're not gonna go through stuff. At least I can give them some wisdom not to go through what I went through.
Yeah.
And it's a very inspirational story, actually. And I always thought wisdom is good for people, even though people, they don't listen.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to. I was always taught to accept wisdom. From people. They give you wisdom. Always accept it, because you never know what that wisdom can really do for you.
Right.
No matter, even if it's not from your life, or even if it's not it's not happening right there and there. Always accept it. But I really want this project to go far. I really want it to go to the point where I'm rich. Seriously, but it's not about me being rich. It's about me being able to take care of the people that took care of me while I was struggling or needed rides, or the people that didn't say no, and
right.
I really try to apply that in life. It's hard because people ask for stuff and you're like, and I always try to give them it, because so many people helped me out and didn't tell me no when I asked. So I try to use that on an everyday basis. But I literally want this project to work so I can help other people and just give them just blessings 100-fold. You know what I'm saying? Literally, because it's not really always about me. When I was little, it was always about the people I cared about. Like my mom, I wanted to have money so she could have money.
Yeah.
It was never a selfish need. And
right.
That's why I always, as much as I can, share or be nice to people, or, make them laugh. People don't understand that. They be like, oh, Carlton, you act weird. But I'm like, you don't know why I'm doing it. The reason why I'm doing it so I can see a smile out of you. It's basically, I'm downgrading myself in front of people so they can feel better about themselves. A lot of people don't know that. So they can sit up there.
What do you mean by that?
I'm acting a certain way that to people they think is weird, so they can feel better about themselves, because I'm cool with it.
So kind of just doing this random stuff.
Yeah, random stuff.
just because, and then they think, oh,
he's weird.
He's weird,
Yeah,
so I'm cool.
I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? To boost their confidence.
Okay.
Because I feel like I got a lot of confidence because I used to struggle with insecurities.
Yeah.
Like a lot of insecurities.
Yeah.
I mean, face features, my body. I mean, almost everything.
Yeah.
Even toes.
Yeah.
So I figured, let me give people.
Toes. By the way, I love that. No, I don't.
I figured, let me give people an advantage.
Right.
To make them laugh, to make them smile, to question, like, why do you do what you do? Because it's for you. You know. But a lot of people don't know. A lot of people literally don't know why I do some of the things I do. I mean, I don't have to explain.
No.
But it's very non-selfish. Like, it's very selfless. Very selfless. And
in that statement, you're being selfish.
Yeah, and that
telling us that you're unselfish.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, dude. No, that's awesome. Is there anything? So, like, what are you looking for in the future? Like, what are you looking to do? Is this cartoon going to be something that you're that's going to be around for a while? Is that just like kind of a starting project, and then you want to do something else? Or?
Oh, I want the cartoon to last for a while, like as if like how Marvel did, and of course I'm gonna do other projects with people. Of course I got other stories, but I want this cartoon to really stick to people. To when they think back about me, they think of the cartoon and how they helped them in certain situations.
Right.
But I feel like if I don't make it by that time I'm 25, I'm gonna just go ahead and either be a police officer or a firefighter. Like, I figured I just, do something where I can help people.
Right.
Because that's my whole career, what I wanted to do. Just help people out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm kind of in a sense the same way. Not exactly, but I mean, we're different, obviously, but and more than just skin tone. I'm just kidding. But anyway, that wasn't racist. That was weird. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. It's just totally. You're like, man, I want to punch you.
No, I'm not that violent.
But just to let you guys know, Carlton is of the African American descent. If you didn't know that.
Very handsome, by the way. Brown eyes, nice toned skin, workout. Oh yeah.
Snapchat that. So yeah, that's awesome. I think one thing though that I've listened to, I can't remember even what podcast it was, but they were talking about stuff about, if what you're doing is, if you're saying that this is, you have a backup plan in a sense, that your plan has already failed in that sense. It doesn't mean that there's nothing else you can do, but honestly, I know that you can do this. I know that this can happen, and whether it's, because just look at people on all these people on the internet, on YouTube and whatever. You can get your, cartoon somewhere. There's a plethora of places that you can go to. Recently I've been watching The Awesomes with on Hulu, and it's just it's kind of funny. It's not as funny as I think it could be, but it's pretty good. But anyway, there's so many different formats that you can do this. I know that you can do it, and I kind of want to encourage. That's kind of what this podcast is about, kind of encouraging people too. But I just kind of want to encourage you to don't give up that. Even if you do become a police officer or someone, or whatever kind of profession to help people, I mean, you can still do this. You really can. And I mean, I'm doing this podcast right now. I wouldn't be doing this without other people helping me. I mean, my wife, like today, she was helping me clean, and I got home from work, and that was just awesome. And but I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say before we kind of wrap it up?
Oh yeah. I just want to let the people know.
I guess okay? Yeah, go ahead, and then I'll interrupt you again.
Stay true to you. Make good decisions. Not just in what you believe in, but in what believe is what believing it actually is, in righteousness, and always stay positive and because like people, they will bring you down. Literally, they would try to bring you down, and they would do it on purpose, just because either they don't want you to, or how you act, or how you is. They always try to stay positive, and always and whatever like problems you're going to try to replace that with a hobby. And that's all I gotta say.
That's it? That's all we got?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Carlton, now he said he was gonna do some freestyle.
Oh yeah, I do a little song.
You wanna do it? You wanna do some freestyle?
Yeah, I do a little freestyle.
All right.
This is a I do something like I do a Christmas rap because I like Christmas, and this
Christmas rap.
Yeah,
this is the Christmas rap.
Yeah, this is really a Christmas rap. I
so
share
we'll
it to you.
save this part for the Christmas show. No, I'm just kidding.
It went like this. Oh, you ready?
Whenever you're ready, man.
A thief in the night is gonna be a silent night. Coming down your chimney, can you see me like a caution light? I spit fire with the truth like a dragon fight, carrying your sins in the open, either bag it tight. Christmas all around me like I'm hanging it from a necklace, driving these people crazy so I know they riding reckless. Delivering all these souls like I'm carrying some pizza. I swear I love you all like Pastor loves Lisa. I got a plate full of sins. I'm leaving cookies for Santa. Switching women like different seasons. I'm looking one for the winner. Yeah, cherish the snow like a pot of gold. I can't afford to listen, but I never pay attention. I spit ice, you can even see the code. Put it in a headlock like a wrestler submission. Ooh, I give gifts to the naughty girls too. Tell her bring them all to church so we can all pray for you. I speak the truth like the three's wise men. I give wisdom to the youth like my moment just begin. I play it simple, like a game of checkers. I be changing my bread like I'm switching out some lettuce. Christ's love for the one we all cherish. Yeah, I make it bond like a marriage. What's up?
I'm gonna have to re-listen to that again. That was pretty good. I guess, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Live life, people. Do what you got to do. Oh, actually, I want to say this. I can imitate Bugs Bunny.
Go for it.
You say something like and if I'm doing it wrong, just
that's fine.
Comment.
No,
Chris.
that would be fine.
He'd be like yeah. Ain't that you stinky? Something like that. When a maroon, certain different types. I just love Bugs Bunny. And what's up, Dan?
That was good. I enjoyed that. That's funny. All right, all you peoples out there. This is the end of the second Unbox Creative podcast, and hopefully I'll be putting this up soon, doing some major edits because of my ums. Well, maybe not. I'll just leave them in there. You guys can have a drinking game out of it. No, not really, but maybe. Anyway, Carlton, it's It's been a pleasure.
Oh, anytime.
I appreciate it. And, if you ever want to come back on,
Yes, I do.
That would be awesome. And we can kind of talk about, what else you're doing. But anyway, I appreciate you guys listening. And if you want to check us out, I'm at or not me, but whoever. I like to say we because I don't like it to be about me, but that's my self-righteousness. But anyway, you can check us out at the unboxcreative.podbean.com. And I'm going to try and get this up on iTunes as soon as possible. And so hopefully we can have one podcast every month, if not more. But I'm going to hold myself to that, and you guys can too. If you guys have any comments, you can email me or questions, or if you want to be on the podcast, you can email me at theunboxcreative@gmail.com. That's theunboxcreative@gmail.com. And I appreciate you guys listening. You guys have a great one. Peace. Well, guys, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed listening as me and Carlton spoke. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank Carlton. Thank you, Carlton, for coming out and doing this. It was really a pleasure, and it was just kind of an eye-opening, I think, for both of us. We'd never done an interview before, and it was just so much fun. I had a great time doing it. So if you guys, again, if you want to contact me or us or whoever, if you have any comments or questions or want to be on the podcast, you can email me at theunboxedcreative@gmail.com. I'm going to be having a Facebook page, or at least a group. If you guys want to join that, that'd be great. I'll probably send the email or something out to my friends or whatever, and I'll probably put a link or something into this program's and possibly the show notes so you guys can check it out. Also, you can check us out at the unboxedcreative.podbean.com. That is where the podcast website will be, the blog, I guess, kind of. And I'm going to try, like I said, get this on iTunes. I'm working on the artwork right now for the podcast, so hopefully we'll get that up soon. Thank you guys again for checking us out, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.